everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a swatch and review of two 90 Lacquer collections. She released two mini collections. It's been maybe about a month or so since she's released these collections. I actually missed out on the first time she released them, so I had to wait for her restock. I got backed up on collections that I wanted to show you guys, so this one is a little bit late, but both of these collections are actually still available, and I believe she has maybe a 20% off sale going on right now. I'm not sure. Follow her on Instagram at 90 Lacquer, and she posts anytime she has a sale on there. That's where I normally find out about her sales and her new releases. But anyways, today's video is going to be showing you guys live swatches of both of these little mini collections that she released. I'm going to start off with the trio that she released. So I want to say it was last summer. She released a Smoothie Bar collection, which is one of my all-time favorites that 90 Lacquer has ever created. It was essentially like a neons collection, like a cream neon collection with a whole bunch of black shard glitters in there. So she decided to release a trio that's kind of an extension to that original Smoothie Bar collection. So there are three new shades. The first one I have to share with you guys is Kiwi Crush, and this one is described as the aqua crelly with black shredded glitter. This is a beautiful color, and the original green that she had in the collection is a little bit more of like a lime green polish. So this is definitely different from the original green in the collection. This one was fully opaque on me in just 2 coats. As you can see from the live swatch, the formula on these are a little bit on the thicker side, so you really kind of have to play around with how much polish you want to keep on your brush as you're applying each coat. Sometimes I would put a little bit too much polish. If you do very thin layers, it may take you 3 coats to build up. Again, I was able to build this up in 2 coats, but that's because I had a little bit thicker coat, so to speak. I had a little bit more polish on my brush. So the second polish in the collection is called Dragon Fruit Freeze, and this one is a white crelly with black shredded glitter. This one did take me 3 coats to be fully opaque. In the live swatches, I think I only did 2 coats of this. My first coat was a little bit on the thicker side, but when I went to do my swatch pictures for it, I decided to go back and do a 3rd coat for the swatch pictures because I could still see a little bit of my nail line, and I think that's just because it's a white crelly, and in my opinion, most white crellies that I own typically take me 3 coats to be fully opaque. So again, it depends on your application. So the next polish in the collection is called Pomegranate Refresher, and I actually featured this in my favorites video for the month of July. I love this polish. It was one of the first polishes that I put on as soon as I received the collection. And this one is described as the Neon Coral Crelly with black shredded glitter. And this really is a true neon polish. I don't think you need to put a white base underneath this. I was able to get this fully opaque in just 2 coats. Again, it depends on your application, but the several times that I've used this polish in a manicure, I was able to get it completely fully opaque in just 2 coats. This is definitely my favorite polish out of this trio. So let's move on to the duo that she released. This is called the Space Duo. And at first I wasn't going to pick this duo up because I felt like the colors were not very typical for the summertime, like the time when she released these polishes. But I really liked the finish of them, and I hadn't really seen that many polishes from 90 Lacquer with these finish on them. These are kind of like jelly-like polishes with a whole bunch of like multi-chrome like aspects to it. So I decided just to go ahead and pick them up. I was curious to try out this new like formulation of hers. So the first one in the collection is called Nebula, and this one is described as a teal jelly with holographic sparkles, multi-chrome flakies, and purple shimmer. So I was actually able to get this polish fully opaque in just 2 coats. The first coat is very, very sheer, and that's because this is a jelly finish type of polish. But on the second coat, with all of those flakies in there and all of those glitters in there, I really couldn't see my nail line. But when I went to take pictures, I wasn't really happy with the color payoff, so I decided to go in and do a 3rd coat with it, and it definitely intensified the color. Again, because it is a jelly base, it's going to take a little bit to build up. So it really depends on how you want to wear this polish. If you want to have a little bit more, I don't even want to say sheer base color to it, because like I said, you can't really see your nail line, then I would just applied 2 coats of this. 3 coats really intensifies the base color. You can see a little bit more of that shift in there, that colored shift. So it's really going to depend on your preference, how you're going to wear that polish. So the second one in the duo is called Astral, and this one is described as a purple jelly with holographic sparkles, multi-chrome flakies, and blue shimmer. And this one I was actually able to fully build up and get what I see in the bottle in just 2 coats. I didn't think I was going to be able to do that because, again, on the first coat it was a little bit more on the sheer side because it is a jelly polish, but then when I did the second coat it completely covered up my nail line. It really did deepen up the color, and I'm not sure if it's because of purple polishes, and normally purples and reds for me tend to build up a lot quicker because they are deeper colors, but you know, I was able to get this completely fully opaque in just 2 coats versus the other one took me 3 coats. But again, it all depends on, you know, what your preference is. So that's it. That is my complete review and live swatches of the Smoothie Bar Lite Trio and the Space Duo. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you do. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I currently post 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and then on Sundays or every other Sunday I like to do a weekly makeup basket. So hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.